evening, race fans. Welcome in to another edition of Friday Night RODDCAR here at the Daytona International Speedway. It is race 6 of 15. It is caution in the bank night here for RODDCAR. We got 4 well-deserving competitors trying to win the contract for caution in the bank here tonight. But to do so, they got to get through 80 laps of Daytona. As always, here to call the action with me, Art. How we doing tonight?
I'm excited. Been an incredible season so far, rocking the Gen 6 chassis, letting all these drivers really showcase their talent.
Absolutely. Some of the best racing we've seen since we've started calling this series every Friday night, and expect tonight to be more of the same. But the caution in the bank race here tonight, 4 drivers going at it. It is Michael Cozy Jr., Seth the Merchant, Tucker Minner, and Bobby Zielinski doing battle here tonight. The highest finisher of those 4 wins the caution in the bank race, and they will get a redeemable caution to cash in at any point over the next calendar year. And what that means is no matter what the situation is, they redeem it. They tell Rod to throw out the caution. Everybody will pull up behind the pace car. Whoever wins the race here tonight, they will go to P1, promoted to the very front of the field, and they're able to pit for 4 fresh tires and full of Sudoku Racing fuel. So whether you need it to get yourself into the playoffs, need to advance in the playoffs, or if you're trying to win a championship, tonight will go a pretty big step forward in that regard. So that's something nice to have in your back pocket. And we'll see who gets it after 80 laps here tonight. 1 lap of qualifying as always. 55% fuel capacity for a estimated fuel run of 20 to 24. 3 green-white checkers, and 1 fast repair. It's Friday Night RODDCAR. We do things week in, week out the same. Racing always delivers as well. So let's go ahead and get you right into the on-track action as qualifying is underway. Currently time on the board, Tyler Gary, 48.89. Lights are already on here. We'll go from dusk to evening under the lights here at the World Center of Racing. Advancing from the LCQ earlier tonight was Stephen Maggio, who won it. Thomas Miller finished second, but was penalized with an end-of-draft penalty due to advancing underneath the double yellow line, so he was disqualified. Jacob Dunn got his spot, and that's actually who we just saw finish his lap. Third was Ryan Doucette. Third was Zachary Milano. 4th was Ryan Doucette. 5th was Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. 6th was Judd King. And then Jacob Dunn from 7th, getting in right at the last second due to the disqualification of Thomas Miller. Still time to beat is Tyler Gary, a 48.89. Ryan Oates and Scott Warren, the 2 trying to beat that at the moment, as is Maggio, who advanced from the LCQ. Scott Warren goes 3rd. Just over 30 seconds remaining. Maggio crossing the line. He'll go 11th quickest. Oates will not have time to finish his lap.
Can't believe how close they are at the top.
Very common. Tyler Gary on pole here tonight. Let's take a look at the point standings as we're a third of the way through this season. And let's see here real quick. Trying to make sure I get my numbers right. Yeah, 10 race regular season until we get to the wild card doubleheader playoffs. So, including tonight, 5 races remaining. So halfway through the regular season, third of the way through the entire season. And the points look like this. On top of them all, we got a tie. Seth the Merchant, Tucker Minner, makes sense. They've been dominating this season. Michael P. Frisch, Hunter East right in there as well. Very tight among the top 4. Falkingham rounding out your top 5 with Zielinski in a dead heat as well. Also above 100 points, Dylan Kemp, Parker White, Tyler Gary, Zwack, Dreiling. You're feeling good if you're in the top 11. Cozy breaking through last week with his first win of the season, jumping up to 12th in a tie with Chris Hill. Coke regulars dominating the first page of the standings. We go a little bit further back. See some RODDCAR regulars, Dean Clavitt, Corey Henry, Jaden Carter, AJ Green, so on and so forth. Guys back here on second, third page got some work to do if they want to advance their way into the RODDCAR playoffs a little later this year. All the way down to Jacob Wilkerson and Colin Forrester tied for 56th place.
That's where I'd be.
Jacob Wilkerson does have a pole to his name, though. Got pole, and then his internet went out. And now he's bringing up the tail end of the table, but we'll be focusing a lot on the heavy hitters tonight. 4 of them going for the Caution in the Bank event. And they should be highlighted at the top of your screen in a yellow hue.
The Altus Caution in the Bank challenge with special guest Bobby Zielinski. Also have calls for the YJ versus Puffer Zone custody of RODDCAR ladder match. That'd be a clean sweep.
Oh, it would. And why did it not highlight Zielinski's name in yellow? Let's figure this out a little bit. We tried a little fanciness. We might have to do it. Let's go down here, will we? Apply, maybe? Let's see here when they come back around. I'd love for their name to be highlighted. It's worked in the past, so. We will see when it comes around a second time, but who's winner tonight while we're waiting on that?
I might go with the special guest, Bobby Zielinski.
Bobby Zielinski.
Starting P16. Has number 1 overall pick in
fantasy. Look, looks like the gold worked. I won't have time to change their names to black text, unfortunately. Zielinski, DeMerchant, Minter, Cozy. Readable enough for last-minute adjustments, but give me tonight out of this 34-car field. Go ahead and give me. My pick's not here. Give me Michael Cozy Jr. going back-to-back. As race 6 is underway.
Going with a home. I wasn't even going to say hometown favorite, but just like the favorite. Probably one of the most followed drivers in RODDCAR.
Well, once he got that first win last season, you saw how it springboarded the rest of it, so. And there's a little bit of something on the line. Expect him to do big things here tonight. 33 cars underway. Michael P. Frisch, I think, just connected or started from pits, but he's not out there yet. So 33 running as it stands, and already 3 wide, multiple rows deep. Lead the first lap of the race will be Scott Warren in that 76 machine, AJ Green, Maggio, Harry Tiller, and Jonathan Jurgensmeyer in the 5th position at 00. His second career start here tonight. And already up 10 spots to 6th.
Is that a mane and tail car?
Indeed it is. He will work well with Cozy. They could get hooked up. Now AJ Green to the point, down the back straightaway, 3 wide for third.
Slam Graviton in that middle line there. Gary in the wall. He's trying to save it.
Rod flag into the back of him. They're all over the place.
Ooh,
and around for the back. Drew Drouin hard to the wall. Ryan Doucette, DJ Smith, Wesley Parker involved. First yellow of the night. Right at the tail end of lap number 2. Good caution there for Frisch. Bad for everybody just involved. Let's back this up. Check it up, check it up. Oh, that's... Oh, man. Here, Delph just tore up a bunch of race cars.
Yeah.
Not really any other way to say that. I mean, I get the mentality. The caution was not out. But then you kind of went and caused it. The caution is not out, so he does not have to
he
pull
doesn't
over,
have to brake,
but...
He doesn't have to lift, but, like...
I mean...
He just didn't... He wasn't able to get over enough.
Yeah, he just runs right to the back of Drew Drouin, who's, you know, giving Rod a little bit of room. He comes down a little bit, but that's well before Delph gets there, and Delph just misjudges it right up into Drew. And that's the chain reaction right at the start into Rod, into Zachary Milano, into Travis Brown, Doucette, DJ Smith, Wesley Parker, innocent bystanders, and a big accident here on lap number 2. Cozy nearly hooked there as well in the right rear. Doucette probably gets the worst of that. On board.
Gonna get a Stephen Maggio lap lane as the leaders come in.
A whole lot. It's a big impact. That second one, and then DJ Smith running in there as well. Clavitt narrowly missing it. Milano, nothing he could have done. Right behind it. Yeah, that's just a misjudgment there from Delph. And let's take a look at what originally got everyone all bent out of shape here. This was well before the caution. You said Tyler Gary was into the wall. Mr. Rod Flag, they're up here in his third line down the back straightaway, lap 2. Looks like that is Ryan Oates directly in front of Gary, up into the wall. And then Gary running into the back of him gets the car and settled up into the wall right in front of Rod. Massively out of shape, but they save it. And just mere seconds later, it doesn't really matter for Rod Flag. Big collision there for Travis Brown as well in the 01 machine.
We need to see if we can get them 8 wide. Just put them all together on track.
iRacing Super Speedway is coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll probably see some 8 wide there, but not at Daytona, unless they're fanning out on the backstretch or front stretch to avoid a wreck. We'll get 3 and 4 wide. Yeah, like I said, Steven Maggio stayed out. Jonathan Jurgensmeyer staying out. Second career start. He'll be on the front row here for this restart. Everybody else coming in for fuel, tires, damage repairs. It was a great caution from Michael P. Frisch. It happened on lap 2. He only was 1 lap down. He got the lap right back, so... All 34 cars here tonight, back on the lead lap. Lights are off on top of the pace car. We're going back green on lap number 6.
Someone bet $100 on Michael McDowell winning pole today.
I mean, he's really, they got, I mean, FRM's got a great Super Speedway program, and he's pretty good at them anyways, so yeah.
They won $2,800.
Good for them.
Yeah. Why can't Corbin do stuff like that?
He does not have the stones to make that bet. Back here for the restart. Maggio from Jurgensmeyer, Green, Warren, Tiller, White in the first 3 rows. Looks like everybody should catch back up to the pace car here, tail end of the field. A couple of stragglers here at the back. Chris dropping to the back as he, had to get his lap back, so. But everybody is ready to rock and roll here for the first restart of the night. Pace car makes the hard left-hand turn down pit lane. Field in control of Stephen Maggio. Only 7 cars in the high line. 27 on the bottom. And that's going to change very quick before they even get to the line. We're back underway.
Corey Henry, not a great start there. Leaving a big old gap on that outside line.
We saw, I think that was Jay Riot in the 97 jump up immediately as soon as that green flag came out. Corey Henry already going 3 wide middle. Down the back straightaway.
He's going to have help. He's got Tyler Gary. 13 machine in line there too.
Scott Warren on the bottom with Harry Tiller. Both of those guys trying to break long winless streaks. Tiller has never won. Jurgensmeyer all over the back of Maggio. Corey Henry digging through the middle like it's the last lap of the 500. And he'll take the lead here, I believe, with a push from Gary at the line. It's lap 7, not 77. What a move there from the 5 and 26 through the middle, now dropping down to lead the low line.
They just left that middle line behind.
2-car tandem. It's very possible here with the Gen 6. We've seen it all season. Now they go up to control the high line. Low line disintegrating just a little bit. Already kind of a group of cars. Cozy kind of stuck in no man's land. Tucker Minter, Travis Brown, Doucette. Some disorganization here in this second group.
Yeah, Dean Clavitt saying in chat, I'm in danger. Can you be in danger when you're in 27?
I'd be very curious to see how this 00 holds up. It almost looked like he was getting that 19 just a little unstable. Second career start. Trying to feel some things out. We'll see how much help he gets tonight, or how he tries to do it on his own. Gary down at the bottom. The sun continues to set here. And in all of that disorganization in the back part of the field, Rod Flag has lost the draft. Fastest man on the racetrack, we're on board with him, Seth the Merchant in 26th. Last lap was a 44.75 in the 26th position. 33 cars still in this lead pack, separated by just 3.5 seconds. So there's a little bit of space. Travis Brown kind of the leader of that second group. The internet seems to be okay. Not sure what that was about. And then after that, we have a little bit further back Nathan Barrows in an updated 7-Eleven scheme. Thought that was Joe Swanson. And then Mendez about a second of space. These 4 could lose the draft of the leading packs. But all pretty stable out in front. As a matter of fact, they will lose the lead draft because that group led by Doucette and the Merchant caught back up, absorbed the leading draft, and group of 4 here now. Already a second half.
There was a car through the... What the...
What happened?
There's a car going through the grass. Stephen Maggio.
Let's take a look.
Oh, wow. He was in between two cars.
Okay. Yeah, that's supposed to be there. You're looking at the back part of the field, and man, that's that British latency there. Harry Tiller just right up in there, shoving the man. Well, we can air that.
I was having a
and that's how
conversation
Xfinity cars are made. Nice job by the 19 to hang on to that machine.
I figured that'd be how ARCA cars are made.
Yeah, good point. It's a Gen 6.
But how are trucks made?
Dylan Kim had that at the line.
Oh, they are squirrely. That was a big bump to Scott Warren.
Right through the middle. Chris Hill getting out of line to the top. Warren settles on the bottom. A little bit of disorganization still.
Another checkup on that bottom line.
Pushes haven't been the cleanest. Seen a lot of squirreling going around. Guys not committed to a lane. A lot of moving around. Gaps are forming. And you can just look at the closing rate there, mid-corner of that 97, all over the back of Chris Hill in the 11. Last time we were at Daytona, the regular present-day Daytona, Bobby Zielinski got it done. Legacy Daytona. Excuse me, had him reverse. Seth the Merchant won the second race of the season at Daytona. And then Bobby Zielinski took the Legacy Daytona race 2 weeks after that. So we'll see if we have a repeat. Sacramento won 2 Talladega races. Cozy won the 3rd. Dylan Kim would sure love to go back to victory lane. Started 23rd. Rewind back in the pack. That 00 and the 54. No help on that outside. They are dropping like a rock. 54 will have a spot in behind Jay Riot, but just like that, though. Got some help pulling up in front of him, and Frisch moving to the bottom. That brings Gary down with him, trying to side draft on the 11. Frisch trying to close up to the back bumper of the 26 to provide some help. But not in time. Official jump to the outside line. Gary dropped to the back. Just a little bit to the front bumper of Dylan Kim in the 9. You see just how quick it breaks apart. That 11 coming down to side draft, back up to his help in the 54. Here comes Jacob Dunn, who's in this race because of a disqualification. He qualified 5th, that's where he runs. And shoot in the middle, Scott Warren going with him.
You know, it was just a couple laps ago that I was going to try and get some information from Christopher M. Hill because he was running around at the back of the pack, sitting about 19th, 20th. And, well, he was fighting for the lead there.
They were leaning on each other through 3 and 4 there. Then Corey Henry got in the wall. Middle line checks up. Bypassed on both sides. Had a little bit of momentum, but side draft took that out of the equation. Mo Perry up into the wall. And it is 28 cars. We got the 98 and the 98. Nathan Barrows, Judd King. Who's making his RODDCAR debut tonight. Judd King in that 98 has been through a couple of LCQ races, but tonight was able to pull through. So
Tyler Gary, big move up at the front.
Frisch coming down. Heavy side draft. Corey Henry right there with him off of 4.
Oh, they're going around. That 27's going up in the field.
Jacob Roth up in front of the field. Milano in it again. Drivers trying to go down pit road. Jurgensmeyer in it. Minter through the grass. Parker White nearly involved at the end of it. Jacob Roth turned up in front of the field. Trouble for that 27 machine. Let's take a look at how it happened. No, it's actually nothing to do with him. It's the cars behind him kicking off a chain reaction. We'll see it right here. Back this up. So there's a bit of a gap between himself and the 96. A little bit of a slight checkup on the exit. He washes up. And then the 96, you'll see it right there, gets hit. And then hit again, turned down into the right rear after contact with Ryan Oates. Hooks the 96 into the 27. Jacob Dunn nowhere to go. And the track is blocked at this point. Scott Warren up into the 00. Milano, big impact. Minter and Cozy getting together. It's a big old mess here on the front stretch. Parker White does get a piece of that there at the end. Cars going down pit road. See it here, real speed again. 15 in the back of the 96, 96 into the 27. But does this go even further back to... It's almost simultaneous, but I think the 15 gets the 96 before Tiller gets to the back of him. Then Tiller finishes it off. 15, big contact there to the front end. We got cars flying down here through the grass. Wreck and Travis Brown to Merchant. Evasive maneuvers, cutting a little bit of grass. Travis Brown through pit road. Kevin Spencer going to stay out to get that bonus point. Art's going to go talk to Jacob Roth. And let's see here. I thought the 3 machine was involved in that. Guess it wasn't as bad as I thought. Let's back this up. Could have sworn. Well, let's go talk to this 3 machine who's still in 4th place. Here with Jacob Dunn, just involved in that most recent caution, but still in the 4th position. Was it a fast repair, or was the damage not as bad as originally thought?
Yeah, it was a fast repair. Sadly, I didn't want to have to take it that soon, but I just kind of got plowed into the door, I guess, and it shot the right rear off. So can't help it, but really nothing I could have done there.
And just riding in line inside the top 10, but trouble strikes anywhere. But it's going to be restarted here, I believe, in the 3rd position. So
yeah, not too bad.
Still got the track position, so we'll see what you do with it.
Appreciate it, man.
So
I'm busy.
Fast repair on lap 18. Not ideal, like he said. One more big wreck, and that could have him on pit road for a lengthy amount of time. Race potentially over. It's a blown engine, but gotta do what you gotta do. You're not busy. Stop it.
I'm facilitating things behind the scenes.
What are you facilitating?
Fantasy draft order.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
We had people join who raced last week, so I had to sit there and, change everything.
Hey, did you know that college football returns tomorrow?
Yes, I did know that. I'm also going to call you tomorrow, just to give you anxiety.
No, I told you about it. We're going to watch it together.
Yeah. You're going to end up blocking my number tomorrow.
Probably.
We're not going green.
What happened? Has extended the caution. I was noticing that though. It looked like most of the field. Yeah, I don't. Where's the field here? Is it just what? I'm not sure what happened.
I think it's just the fact that most of them didn't catch up.
I guess. One more lap, and then we'll go back to racing here. Quarter of the way done this time by. Opportunity for some guys to fix more damage if they didn't take a fast repair. Top off on fuel. Tyler Gary will be the man in control of the field when we get back going. Looks like the field's now going to catch up, but everyone that came in again to start on that inside line, you can see it all the way back to Rod Flag, and Chris Hill and Drew Jawan will make his way out here in just a second. A lot of cars on that inside line, so that'll give an opportunity for some guys to jump up to the top quickly and potentially gain some track position here on this restart.
Like if you're really dedicated to it, anyone anywhere on the track can gain track position, especially on a restart.
It's interesting from the cockpit perspective here. Just look at this, though. I mean, there's no outside line on the screen right now if you're the 38 machine Drew Joie. We're about to go back. I mean, look at this. It's a long line of cars. They're 8 seconds back in terms of time at these slower speeds. And here we go. Tyler Gary through the restart zone, back underway. You'll see guys jump up pretty much instantly. Try and get going. Ends up being, you know, at speed, 4 seconds or so. And here we, almost trouble right on the restart. Jacob Dunn getting left out to dry through the middle. Seth the Merchant coming to his aid. Jay Riot through the middle. Gonna take more than 3 cars, I think, to make a dent. Here comes DK to the bottom in front of Gary. Corey Henry all over the back bumper of Frisch. Mo Perry up there inside the top 10.
Gonna have another Mo Perry rant when he inevitably gets wrecked out of this position or blinks out.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Terry Tiller said, "Listen, I'm across the pond, but my ping might be bad, but it's not that bad. I'm getting out of the way." He's got, I guess, teammate in a sense behind him, Jacob Ross. We'll see what those two like to do. But right now, all the momentum is with the bottom lane. That 58 and the 5. Not sure if there's any damage there, but they are not going in the right direction, at least at the present moment. Got 6, now 7 cars clear back to Jay Riot on the inside. Frisch dropping down.
Corey Henry wanted to go with him, almost doored the 15 there.
See, not
yeah.
entirely organized on this top line yet. A lot of gaps still we're seeing here between cars. Zielinski and Minter, I think by design, are going to go back and help out Rod Flag and Chris Hill. Drew Joie, I still think, is nursing a lot of damage on that 38, so he's kind of a sitting duck as it stands, but this is going to be dedicated teamwork, and Rod Flag is along for the ride. To be the very best.
Oh, we've got Frisch going around.
I think Dean Clavitt going with them. No, hang on just a second here. take a look at what happened. Now, he was just trying to avoid a wreck. But what happened to Michael Frisch? Oh, and it's just a massive pushing the pusher incident there. Take a look here. Off turn number 4, we got... Yeah, Ryan Oates just gets on that right rear, sends him around, but... No,
I mean, it really seems...
Doesn't have any help, so Oates just has a run and doesn't get off that 58.
I mean, with how high Frisch is up, I can see Oates thinking that Frisch might be, looking to take the run and go to the outside, but... Yeah, Oates commits to the back bumper of Frisch, but Frisch is not committed to going to that outside line.
So in all of that, Dean Clavitt, Mo Perry dropping to the back here. Drew Jawad was able to maintain the draft. So we'll see if the 54 and the 56 actually get left here. It looks like Dean's not going to... Well, it's on the nose. They're not really hooked up. I think they're going to lose them.
It doesn't help if Mo is blinking out.
It's like Corey Henry is coming in. Not sure why. So a lot of things are happening at the moment. Back up here on board. For a moment with Doucette. Raced his way in through the LCQ. 3 wide at the front. DK leading up top. The Merchant on the bottom. And Stephen Maggio through the middle. Give us just 25 cars in the lead draft. Mo Perry has actually caught up to Drew Jawad. So those two, Dean and Mo, not going down without a fight. Dean pushing for all he's worth. The 2-car tandem works yet again.
You want to talk about 2-car tandem? We see DK and Seth the Merchant just way out front of the field.
Pulling away from the field by about half a second. And that's just showing off right there. Tyler Garrett,
really
AJ Green trying to replicate it. They're pulling away just a little bit overdone.
Caution.
And problems in the back of the field. Travis Brown around. Tucker Bitter flying through. Parker White spun out to the inside. Let's take a look here what happened.
I'm going to start with Scott Warren and make it way back to Kevin Spencer, Travis Brown.
That looked very slow speed here. Let's take a look. Let's see here. So Scott Warren. Don't know if he moves or he's goes up and he moves up just a little bit. And then it looks like, does Cozy get a bump here? Looks like Cozy bumps Tiller into Scott Warren. And then door slamming with Delph. And then it's on from there at that point. Into Jay Riot. Right up in front of that. 99 of Cozy. Who is going to just make incidental contact. Jacob Roth is going to use an excellent display of the brakes. And then they go around behind that. Looks like Travis Brown checking up. Kevin Spencer and Falkingham not able to do so in time. Milano getting a piece. Mendez, Parker White. There goes Tucker Minner at what is actually kind of a high rate of speed there. So let's see here. Minter, the caution just comes out and trying to get run over by his... Oh, man, that's a It's sketchy, but they make it work. Jacob Dunn stayed out to lead a lap, and he is currently below the cut line for the top 25. He got in this race on a DQ to Thomas Miller, so he's trying to get every possible point to get himself back to locked in week in and week out. He knows he doesn't have a faster pair left, so why not get that 1 point just in case something happens. DK should be the leader once he comes into pit. With all of that going on, it looks like a couple cars still on pit road with service. DJ Smith, Kevin Spencer extended time on pit road. Corey Henry up over 30 seconds. I think they're all going to be still on the lead lap, so long as Corey Henry gets a move on here in just a second. And there he goes. Couple guys coming to top off with him.
I gotta say I don't know how I feel about saying it's a good day if my pick to win hasn't been talked about a lot. Because, I mean, he's not involved in getting wrecked, but he's also not at the front.
Yeah. Cozy's been in and around a couple of these wrecks. Don't think he has a whole lot of damage. Should still have that faster pair. I'd say compared to the opening 5 races, this one's a little bit more chippy. Not anything terribly, wreck-wise, but they just had a couple of careless, whatever, pushing the pusher, not check it up in time. So we've had a couple of more wrecks than we've seen in the first handful of races so far this season. Getting ready to go back racing here, lap 31 though.
This is how you curse him. I mean, yeah, likely. I think the curse was there whenever I picked him to win.
Yeah, we haven't really been keeping track of the commentators' curses much recently, but I assure you, it's still there. Here we go. DK in control. Back on the loud pedal. We're back underway.
The big gap of that outside line.
I see Chris Hill already getting sideways. Right around where he was in the outside lane. There's a sizable gap that'll have to be filled up. Maggio a little squirrely on the exit of turn number 2. But it's DK from DeMerchant from Gary.
Almost seeing that 2-car tandem pull away, but now they got Gary in the mix. Could you imagine we just saw 3 cars walk away from the field right now?
And just didn't come back. Pretty special. They figured something out.
There's a little something happening. Holy cow. Got it over
And around we go, wrecking in the back.
Oh.
It's the big one. Mo Perry up into the wall. Coming back up on the tracks, a couple of cars. Another quick caution. Chris Hill,
We are
Parker White,
feisty tonight.
Travis Brown whole back half of the field involved. Take a look at what brought this one out. Looks like that maybe starts with Jacob Roth, maybe? Let's find out. Got a lot to do here up in the booth, and not quite sure what Harry Tiller was doing there, but that doesn't actually cause a wreck. It is behind that, so not, yeah, so what are we doing? We got Tiller squeezing AJ Green up into the fence because AJ Green knows that he's a little bit damaged. And I think they maybe react to that. Hill does, so he comes down. It starts with netcode, but Hill does come down. Eventually hooks the 27 up in front of Mo Perry. Travis Brown, Jay Riot, Rod Flag, Parker White. James Mendez says no way he made it through that. Let's take a look. Smoke happened right in front of him. Oh my goodness. He did in fact make it through.
Love the little added ka-chow to it too.
On board Nathan Barrows just behind this. Oh!
Man really thinks he's him.
A whole lot he could have done there. Jacob Roth involved. Kevin Spencer going for a wild ride. On board with the 96 machine. This gets hit in the left rear. Around he goes. Into Travis Brown. Late collision there. I think that's Parker White. Taking a look what happened with the 95 machine. Behind Nathan Barrows. And it's not a whole lot. He just gets hit into it. He's trying to save it, but completely out of control. Maybe Doucette that gets into the back of him. Indeed it is, because he's moving down as Parker White's slowing down, and just an unfortunate chain reaction there. Wesley Parker all the way down through the grass to miss that one. Yeah, just adding on to the chippiness. Yeah, we have had already 4 cautions so far before the halfway point of this race. Harry Tiller stayed out, put it on 28. Not going to put it on lap 33. With the way the race is going, I don't necessarily blame him for that. He's on pace for another quick caution, potentially. So he's having fun in front of the field, and he will actually come down in pit, so that 5 laps makes a big deal to him. So give the lead back to Tyler Gary.
How much would it cost to let me pick your first round pick for you?
New house. I mean,
no.
Well, then you're not doing it.
I want you to take Justin Tucker at number 4. Honestly, he's too valuable. I want you to take Dak at number 4.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Man.
You'd have to root for the Cowboys.
No.
It'd be the worst football season of your life.
coming in on halfway here. Should get to it, hopefully, on this restart and subsequent run. Cowboys defense number 1. That's not...
Well, he doesn't pick number 1 either, so...
Yeah, that's not happening. Restart here on lap 36. Race were to end here. Seth the Merchant will be walking away with your caution in the bank contract. Over Cozy, Minter, and Zielinski. Still plenty of time to go, though, for those other 3. Pace cars off. Tyler Gary started on pole. That's where he restarts here on lap 36. Back underway. A pretty even restart, all things considered. Outside line with a slight advantage, although the 9 just got slammed by the 487, 31-19. That'll bust up the bottom line. Outside line should have the advantage down the back straightaway. How about this 0-0, though? This man has been consistently up inside the top 10, even the top 5. In his second career start. Very impressive so far. Judd King, the debutante, quiet night. Started 30th, he runs 26, just kind of biding his time. It's his debut and hasn't really done anything wrong, just riding around trying to figure everything out.
I really thought Eugene's that 0-0 machine. He got a bump there from fresh through the trial. That was a little sketchy.
Look at the push there from DeMerchant to Ryan Oates. Giving him a huge shove through the middle of turns 1 and 2. These guys are not afraid to push the limits.
I'm trying to think, if you want to be out front, in a rod car race, you just, hook yourself to the front of DeMerchant.
Never a bad idea. Tyler Geary always at the front. DK. Oh, that's trouble right in the front of the field. There goes Ryan Oates in front of everybody. 5th caution of the night. Happens right at the front of the field. Oh, Dean.
I don't think that was my fault, but it might have been.
That was pretty quick. Got a Dean Clavitt.
What did Dean Clavitt do?
Hey, bud. You got it. Oh, wait. I don't think... Oh, I think... Oh, man. We gotta... Oh, let's see here on board. I don't think he knows it's there. I don't think he knows, but... The visual's not great.
Oh, no.
It's a late reaction, though. He does see it. It's late. What are you looking at? Right there, you should be moving. Dean, what are you doing? It's late. Right there. Move.
You know what? Hey, Dean.
What happened there,
I
bud?
know. His car literally blended in with the wall, and I did not see him until the very last second.
We know. We see it. We see the reaction
know.
time. We see it. So Ryan,
I
you
just love
stay
the-
there.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you for your
Yeah.
comments, Dean.
Yeah, I mean, I know I screwed up.
It
Yeah,
happened.
but at least it was funny.
I saw
Like, here I am, just going, and next thing you know, all I see is just some car parked alongside the wall. I'm like, what the heck? Got me.
Hey, did you move a mid-explanation?
I didn't mean for it to be mid-explanation.
Oh, I'm trying to have a
No,
serious conversation.
Hi again.
Hello.
Yeah, it has been a good night so far.
It's been
we'll see
5
how much damage we have.
cautions. So we've been a little chippy tonight compared to usual. So let's see here. Looks like the 15. You said just get in front of DeMerchant, you'll be all right. And is it? So the 15's coming up right as Gary's coming down. I don't know if they both got moved off the bumpers or the guys pushing them, but 15's going up, 26 is coming down. They meet right in the middle, and at that point, all bets are off.
I'm not putting on the 14.
Turned and no, it's just very unfortunate. They're both. I mean, they met in the middle. So 15's coming up in front of the field. Cozy, big damage to the front of his machine. Maggio, Jacob Roth piling in. Scott Warren, DK, Kevin Spencer. It's a lot. Let's take a look here. Right behind this. We're just going to get run over and... This was a lot. And he gets run over from behind. Then he coming down the track. Guys going down to avoid it. Yeah, I mean, that's... An incident did not want to end. All the way in the back here, Travis Brown. It's a shot to 98 there of Barrows, but just a bump draft there. And even way at the end, Travis Brown, the evasive maneuvers have to be taken. And guys bouncing off of the car stuck on the wall. Let's see what Riot Oates sees here. On board from the lead of the race. It's not a pretty sight. See the field coming at you. Ooh. Board with Cozy here. That's a big hit there for his caution in the bank hopes. Just, I mean, all the way up. What are you going to do? Field piles in. Jacob Dunn already used a fast repair. Can't afford to be involved in any incidents. All the way down the wall. Fifth caution line. That was a big one. It's pretty big impacts there as well. Mr. Rod Flag out in front. Did not come down a second time, so he is the race leader. Will most likely drop to the back once he gets down to the back straightaway. And at the conclusion of this lap, we will officially be past halfway.
Can't believe we're only just now getting to halfway.
Yeah, 5 cautions in the first half of the race. I hope we don't get 5 in the second half, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah, might not have to change the time on the fantasy draft.
Oh, jeez.
Might just naturally get there. Imagine we have first overall pick going while we're in RODDCAR overtime. Have Bobby Zawinski auto pick CD Lamb.
Is he really the number one?
He's the 101.
Is he really?
Based on ADP, yeah.
I'm taking Christian McCaffrey. 101. That's just me. I'm not the 101, but that's who I'd take. Here we go. Pace car's off. Rod Flag, our glorious leader, out in front. Right behind him, and I'm not even going to wait for, well, he did go up top, came back down. Don't wreck the league owner. That's what Mo Perry's saying right now. Don't wreck the league owner. Outside line storming on by, and there he goes. Vintage Rod Flag. Tyler Gary back to the point. Gary's,
Mo wanted him to stay up front.
Look
at all that momentum.
Momentum. Let's go. Jay Riot, no help through the middle.
They have since updated it since last time I did a mock draft, and McCaffrey's back to being the 1-of-1. Which is, yeah, that is correct.
Like that. Is CD Lamb really a holdout? Like, is he not a holdout anyways?
Hey, don't.
Listen. What's the latest? What's the latest, Cowboys fan? What do you got for me?
I hope Jerry Jones dies alone and sad.
What's the latest on CD Lamb, though?
Well, he's probably not getting paid by the Cowboys.
It's over.
I mean, he might, but like.
So
I hope he does.
So is he a holdout at this moment, though? Like, did he say he's not?
I don't think so.
Like, Fair enough. So it looks like we got a lot of guys, specifically the Coke drivers that have been involved with some stuff. They're going to probably try and take it easy for a little bit. They know at any point they can work together and probably get back up to the field.
Coke drivers OP. Need to be nerfed.
There have been 2 podium finishes this season. We finished 5 races. That's 15 podium spots. 13 of them have been Coke drivers. The 2 non-Coke drivers, Joe Swanson in the very first race and Drew Joie last week. And I do believe that 38 does have Coke aspirations, I think.
I think I'm fairly certain he is a Road to Pro regular. I don't know if he's a round 2 regular, but I believe he's up there.
I do know he's got speed, so it's not surprising.
Got speed.
Not surprising to see him up there, anyways. So
Truex won Daytona.
Ryan Truex?
Yes.
How about that? Oh, Wesley Parker looked out of shape there. Bo Perry looks out of shape. Everyone's closing 4 wide potentially. They get away with it for now. Jacob Dunn right there in the middle. Nathan Barrows behind him. Running that Joe Swanson scheme. If they're ever, man, if they run next to each other, I just don't have a clue. Because that's the same paint scheme.
These drivers do not like checking up for each other. They're just like, I'm going to slam into the back of you.
I see car, I hit car.
See car, hit car. This ain't Wreckfest.
Well, it will be on Sunday.
Like Corbin bet on Ryan Truex.
Hello.
Corbin, do you want to know how I feel about that?
Call the number.
I hate you because I was going to...
100 gambling. Look at James Mendez getting up there in the mix. He had race 1 recently, but after review, was taken away. So he's looking for that first career RODDCAR win, 68th career start here tonight. He leads lap 45. Top 23 in the lead draft. Coke contingent back here. Not about a second off, so they'll be right back in it. The lead pack got a little squirrely, and they are now a second behind, so... And then a second behind that, Steven Maggio, Travis Brown, Cozy, Jurgensmeyer trying to not get left behind, and then Mr. Dean Clavitt all on his lonesome in 34th position. I'm pretty sure I could make a $25 profit on sports, but oh, that's problems, big problems. Wesley Parker, Corey Henry, Jacob Dunn involved, Kevin Spencer, sixth caution of the night.
That caution did not want to come out. It took Rod throwing it.
That's spooky.
It's insane.
And that might be the race for Jacob Dunn, and it most likely is the race, unfortunately. Wesley Parker is, absolutely destroyed as well. You can see the sparks in the cockpit, so that is the night for Jacob Dunn. And let's take a look here at what happened. He was just a little bit behind, I think, the original accident. Go 3 wide. And it might be that Jay Riot on the back bumper of James Mendez. He does hit the wall. It looks like some horrendous netcode for Drew with that. And then as a result, the horrendous netcode from the 97-38. And then Corey Henry. What happens to Corey? Is it? And just right to the back of him. Down the racetrack. Wesley Parker nowhere to go. Back up the racetrack. Right into the left front of Jacob Dunn. What happens that quick? Wesley Parker nowhere to go. How? Scott Warren is not dead, by the way. You tell me. The left front is in the right rear there. But Wesley Parker, huge loser. Jacob Dunn, obviously a big loser. Barrows, no back bumper. Spencer gets hit there. DJ Smith. Doucette through the grass. Everybody else scrambling. Wesley Parker destroyed. Jacob Dunn. Most likely his night is done. Tyler Gary leads him out again.
I want to loop back to Corbin saying a $25 profit. I think one of my first bets last season was a quarterback touchdown bet parlay that profited $50.
Yeah.
So
we got to figure out how to get rid of the dual columns, but you can see there Tyler Gary has led 20 of 48 completed laps, so well on his way. We go down to 8th place. We could see the grouping. Couple guys with 1 lap led. So on and so forth.
you just say whatever whenever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
And he'll continue to lead more laps. Yeah, I would love to figure out how to get just to 1 column, but well, nearly has led half the race.
Have you considered asking it nicely?
Yeah. Let's see here. Can I get rid of it at all? I could add extra information to make it go away, so we could duplicate the. Yeah, that's fine.
Look at that.
Wait. There it is. All right, never mind. How about that? I don't know how we managed that, but we did.
I'm gonna say it's because I told you to ask it nicely.
Look at there. Beautiful. So there's your laps led counter. Very raw, but it does get the job done. Only shows it's a battle box, so it doesn't like it if they're over a second and a half behind. It doesn't like to show them, so to figure that out.
Corbin with some fighting words in
Listen
chat.
here, bud. Did you make a laps led battle box? I don't think so. Not that there's a necessarily you need the battle, but you know, heck, you hardly even need the relative. You just need the laps led column at this point. And Parker White still trying to get his first lap led. Garrett Delph hasn't led a lap tonight. So very good. Pace car is off. Tyler Gary. And another lap led to his tally. Restart zone completed, and we're back underway. Lap 51. 30 laps to go. Listen, that might be one of the better compliments I've gotten while doing this. I love the World Series poker commentators.
I do in fact make bad
Like-
jokes as well.
Like they got it. They got a great chemistry, as do we. I love that. Like if there was nothing else on at 10:30 at night, just turn on World Series Poker. They got a rerun of 2007 somewhere going on. Oh, absolutely. I knew it.
But we're going around.
Oh, problems back up into the field for several drivers. Oh, parts flying everywhere. Scott Warren is missing the entire front of his car.
What are we doing?
I have lost track of the cautions here tonight. That might be 7 or 8 at this point. I figured out.
I believe we're up to 8.
I'll figure it out in a little bit. But let's again go to the whodunit cam. What happened here?
What do I have?
Alright, so everyone in the outside line. Garrett Delph looks like he's going to get hit from Tiller, who gets hit from Milano. Milano into Tiller. And then Milano gets hit from Falkingham. They're all coming down the track. DeMerchant gets hooked. Milano coming back up. Travis Brown nearly avoids it. Nathan Barrows and Scott Warren do not. Dean Clabbett involved. Jurgensmeyer involved. Travis Brown sneaks through the middle, or I guess the outside. Hello. Just a scuff of the wall. Jurgensmeyer right behind him, chooses the low line. Did not work out for him as well. On board with Seth the Merchant. Back up the track, and there's the contact with Scott Warren. Let's go on board with Scott Warren. It's going to be a hard impact here. A whole lot you could do. I mean, what do you do in that situation? You see it right. You don't even notice it. You see Travis Brown coming up. He lifts as soon as he sees Travis, but there's a Zachary Milano headed for the outside wall, and yeah, that's pretty much curtains. Drive it right to pit road. It is junked. Dean Clabbett thinks he's going to gas it up. There's the 0-0 of Jurgensmeyer. KO on him. RKO out of nowhere, that one. This is what it seemed like. Cozy makes it through. It's Merchant, obviously. Caution in the bank contender. Chris Hill almost gets hooked. Zielinski and Minter ahead of this as well, so it's Merchant, the only caution in the bank contender, caught up in that one.
I figured Corbin would be too busy playing WoW to comment in chat, but here we are.
Travis Brown, I mean, just barely makes it through that, and then on the other side of it, I mean, you just see him, just right behind it, you see Travis just barely makes it through, as does Zielinski. And then the first man just drops like a rock. Nathan Barrows, Kevin Spencer getting tagged. I believe that's by Maggio. Sends him through a spin. But let's count up our cautions so far here tonight. It was number 7, so not quite at 8.
I'm getting worried. If we have too many more, you'll run out of fingers and not be able to count that high.
I got toes. Got him. Got him. Stupid.
No, you're not, Corbin. Is he deleting it? He is
Race
not with it.
Xfinity official earlier, we had 2 multi-car wrecks that did not get a caution. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I mean, iRacing just has, you know... Race control is not perfect, I guess. We'll go with that.
This wouldn't be a problem if Corbin was still here.
Oh, it'd definitely be a problem.
I just want to remind him that he's not here.
Disgraced former RODDCAR race control. Fired
The fact that
from
there
his
are
position.
2 of them is shocking.
Listen, whenever presidential candidate votes to never reinstate Corbin Simmons as his policy position, that's who gets my vote.
It would have to be both of them, right? They'd both hate him.
Corbin Simmons, not a man of the people.
He is not. Not liked by the people. Actively despised.
You know who showed up to
Enemy
work
of the
every day,
nation.
by the way? Mussolini. They killed him. Disgraced. He made sure the trains ran on time. You made sure the cautions were thrown on time. I don't see the difference. Back underway. 26 laps to go.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
I'm on a heater tonight.
We're
Listen,
not going to talk about any other potential things that were done.
listen. All I'm saying is Corbin Simmons is disgraced. I'm just trying to get my point across. Oh my gosh. Tyler Gary continues to lead this race. If he loses it, it might be a just colossal blunder. Very hard to win these things though. Once you get down to off turn number 4, you actually don't want to be leading. Most of the time we've seen the leader off of turn number 4 not win this sucker. So be the man in second. Make the slingshot move. Minute looks comfortable in that second position. Happy to push Tyler Gary along and get into the closing stages of this race. Any caution within the next few laps will probably give these guys enough fuel to make it to the end. But depending on when that happens, it could not set them up well for an overtime situation should we get it. So they'll want to run a couple of laps here for sure.
I don't even know if I can make it to the end. Hey, we've been here a while, alright?
It's been... Sir, it's been an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I was here before.
Well, listen here, okay?
Busy, I was doing pre-race stuff.
You don't do no pre-race analysis. What are we... Oh, that could be trouble.
Ooh, DK.
DK was not clear. That would have been another disaster right in front of the field. Oh, it's still not over.
They still want to wreck these cars.
Now, listen, they got a fast repair. They can tear it up all they want. Look at that 9 of DK has settled a little bit. Frisch trying to go through the middle, DK trying to get there. Haven't seen the middle be too effective for longer than a lap or two. Jay Riot not on sync with the merchant behind him. Tyler Gary has clinched the most laps led, so additional bonus points for the two-time champion. Headed his way. So in all of this, Jacob Dunn, obviously, from his couple of wrecks that we saw him in tonight, did not have a second fast repair. Spent 9 minutes on pit road. As we are going around again. 8th caution of the night.
You have to start getting ready to count with your toes, buddy.
almost there. Let's see. It looks like Corey Henry and Falkingham.
It was Drew Joie as well.
AJ Green. About 5 cars involved in this one. Scott Warren and Kevin Spencer saw that 54 coming down, though. So it looks like a tiny bit of a checkup. Falkingham gets Tiller in the left or the right rear, sends him down, hooks Corey Henry, who hooks Drew Joie. Falkingham nowhere to go. AJ Green nowhere to go. Eighth caution. Take a look on board here with Scott Warren. Falkingham just let it roll a little bit. See it all the way at the top. You're good, you're good. He's still rolling. Behind that, able to make it through safely. And so this is what I was talking about with going to be 21 laps to go, 19 on the restart. Do you have enough fuel for 3 overtime restarts if we get to that? In the way that we're trending tonight, could very well use all 3 of them.
I swear if we use all 3 of them. Now, this is where they're going to figure it out. They've learned.
This is where they go 20 laps to the end.
Yeah.
So
you know
I do love that Corbin, in our chat, the mod, talking, and I gotta ban the cheap viewers bot.
Usually that's my job.
Disgraced.
Honestly.
What are you good for, Corbin? Honestly.
Absolutely nothing. Sing it again now.
he can delete the channel.
Just gonna go offline permanently.
Oh boy.
Just gotta build back better.
Let's not. We're not doing this. This is what we're not doing.
I can skirt the line. I have no.
I can't afford a house because of that. It's unaffordable. The American dream is dead. Okay, we built back too good. We've gone too far in the other direction.
We've gone too far. Go back.
Go back. We've screwed it up.
Bring back affordable housing. Please crash.
Listen, I don't want anyone to lose their house, but like, let me get some of that 2% interest rate, $300,000 like 6-bedroom houses. Like, come on now.
We have someone else who wants to dunk on Corbin.
Get a Harley paying volunteer. You don't get paid. That's volunteer work.
I feel like we have a lot of people willing to dunk on Corbin.
He's saying he's playing WoW. Don't pay him any attention. So, if we could salt him all he wants. He's not here to hear it. Game is game. Just insult him just for the love of the game.
And just bully him.
Yeah. Cyberbully. He's not here to close the computer. He's not listening to us anyways. What a friend we have. What a mod. We're 3 wide on the restart here. Alright, cheesy. Let's not get crazy now. Not do anything rash. We'll come to regret later.
No.
No.
You don't want to ask how tall he is. He's too tall.
Yeah, that won't.
It's the only way he was gifted in life.
I mean, he's a string bean though. You can make fun of him for that.
Yeah, he'd snap him like a twig.
Corbin is the twig.
He is the twig.
I don't get paid to lose in the LCQ every time, but here we are. Yeah, have you considered advancing from that race? We'd be able to give you airtime if you were here, but, you know.
Like, you could actually, you know, potentially voice your opinions.
But...
How
about, listen, Let's get either a Judd King or a Jonathan Jurgensmeyer win. I don't know if it's Jurgensmeyer or Jurgensmeyer. I think it's Jurgen, probably, the way that you would expect, but you never know. Let me get this man. The 00 has run well all night tonight in his second ever start, so I'm all for that.
We're gonna start banning Corbin in our own chat.
Like, revoke the mod status first. He shouldn't have any authority. That's the scary thing. I mean, you saw what he did with authority in RODDCAR. They took it away from him, stripped him of all his powers. Now he can't even race. He's just a viewer of RODDCAR. But 18 laps to go. 32 cars in the lead lap. Milano's 3 down. Jacob Dunn 4 down. They're technically not out of this sucker. So I get why they're still in it. We've had 8 cautions tonight. If we end up with both of them on the lead lap, I'll be unhappy about that. If we get double-digit cautions, we're gonna, I don't know, put the donation link in chat or something post-race for pain and suffering. Jay Smith up there. Will a non-coat driver finally win? We talked about the 15 podium spots. But every single race, Tucker Minner, Seth the Merchant, Tucker Minner, Bobby Zielinski, Michael Cozy Jr., all 5 winners this season, Coke Series regulars. Right now, top 3, more of the same. Frisch at 4th. Very close to being a Coke driver on his own. Parker White. I mean, the only one not truly a Coke contender in the top 10 is DJ Smith, Luke Perry, and Dylan Kemp. So 3 out of 10. So Coke Series regulars, contenders putting it on. Oh, by the way, the top 4 are broken away by 1.3 seconds as they scramble behind. 4th on back. Or 5th on back, I should say. 1.5 seconds, they are gone. Making the
They had
swamp.
to make a swamp there. Gonna slow them
They were
down.
pushing. Parker White got a lot of help from DJ Smith.
Oh, we got a caution out.
9th caution of the night. Maggio, Barrows, Hill, Travis Brown involved. Judd King, I believe.
Well, please stop.
9th caution of the night.
It's not funny anymore.
I only got 1 finger left, guys.
It is likely a thumb.
Technically, the way I count it'd be my... Yeah, it would be the thumb. Okay. I don't know. I had to remember how I count on my fingers. It's been so long.
Man is not a real figure counter. Man can do math in his head. This big old smart guy.
Let me pull out the calculator. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 all the way up to 9. You won't use a calculator in real life. It's all I do at my job. Anywho, let's see here what caused our 9th caution of the night, and that looks like a whole bunch of cars meeting in the middle here. Ryan Oates not in a good position. Oh, man. So he's pushing 3 wide through the middle. Garrett Delph going up. Maggio coming down a tiny bit. I don't know if 31 is uncomfortable on the bumper. They make the initial contact. Maggio up into the wall, then off the wall. And then it's on from there for your 9th caution of the night. Still going around. Scott Warren, Barrows, Falkingham, Mendez. Get the worst of it. Guys scrambling through the grass. Amateur finger counters. But this is going to be good for everyone at the back half of the field. They should be able to top off with fuel and have no question marks, even if they go into a overtime scenario. Everybody else that elected not to pit, which will be the top 19. They're just going to save fuel under this caution in case they go into overtime. Been a quiet night for Koji after being involved in one of our earlier cautions. He's just kind of been biding his time. Probably saving that fast repair. But he's been really riding at the back, so I'm curious to see how he gets up there. Tucker Minert would win the caution in the bank if the race was ending. Zielinski come up just short. Cozy obviously 23rd at the moment. And DeMerchant in 8th. Coming to 14 laps to go. Zachary Milano not out of it. Jacob Dunn not out of it inherently at the moment. On that, Ryan Oates, 1.5 minutes of service. Nathan Barrows, same thing, nearing 2 minutes. Don't want to lose any more laps at this point in time, which they're about to do. Looks like Barrows, they're going to just barely steal it there. They beat the pace car out. We see the drivers highlighted in yellow. Are your caution in the bank contenders, 4 of them. Because Tucker Minter won 2 Talladega races, so did not allow a 5th candidate in there.
Moody, I don't know if that's going to happen.
And it's trying to get a pardon.
Rod is not an easy man to get forgiveness from.
So let's see here. With all the recent... It should be Milano 2 down. Jacob Dunn 3 down. I think that's it. Yeah, 2 and 3. So there's... Man... Jacob Dunn at that 3rd lap, I mean, it feels so rough, but Milano definitely a realistic contender to get back in. We'll see, though. Credit to both of them for not giving up, because they had some huge problems, and just kept working at it. The man that has been down pit road the most tonight is... Actually, not one of them, but... Judd King in his debut, making sure that car is right, has been to pit road 17 times tonight in 9 cautions.
Those are rookie numbers.
Here we go, coming to 13 laps to go. Gotta imagine some of these fast repairs have been used by now with 9 cautions, some of them severe. We'll see if another caution starts to dwindle these numbers, but all 34 cars still running, 32 on the lead lap. And Tucker Minter gets us back underway. Great restart by that 010. He'll drop down in front of that 118 and the 11. Powerful trio to break up. Tyler Gary right there as well. They'll look to control this race for as long as it stays green. Count out Parker White, and they're already squirming. That was nearly disastrous. I'm shocked we didn't have our 10th caution, because that did not look stable down the back straightaway.
It's fair to say I'm a little sad that, you know, our 4-car tandem got broken up. I really wanted to see what they could do with it.
Look at this. Zielinski glued.
Oh, Frisch sideways, somehow going straight. What in the world?
Backing up with Seth DeMerch. Let's take a little look at it. 3 cars pushing hard. And he just gets on that right rear. That, I mean, oh my goodness. That should have been
You get my reaction.
Holy cow. Michael P. Frisch. Probably save of the season, I'm sure. Even if he gets wrecked. If he gets wrecked and finishes 30th, it's still an incredible save no matter what. Parker White has made some incredible saves as well.
Yeah, there have been a lot of saves this season. A lot of cars, like, almost entirely sideways in front of the field. Just not going around.
We're still digging. 3 wide. It's time
Chris
to
is
go
trying
now.
to come back.
Rish on the outside. With the Merchant behind him, trying to break away from the pack. Get caught up to that single file front four. He looks like he's going to be able to do so. Head of momentum with that outside line. Cars in the wall, and we're going around.
2 cars in the grass. No caution so far.
They're well off track. Corey Henry coming back up the racetrack. No caution. Jay Riot and Ryan Oates, the big losers there.
And the state green with 10 to go.
They just come all the way down. Ryan Oates wasn't involved. It was strictly Corey Henry and Jay Riot who slammed into the inside wall. So big problems for that 97. And look at the 6-car tandem, or whatever you call it, a 6-car grouping, trying to pull away from the pack. Oh, there goes Travis Brown in the background, all the way down. Big impact on the right side of that car. No caution, well off the racing surface. 26 cars in the lead pack, with Zachary Milano the lap car, and everybody getting single file. They're tired of wrecking. It broke up Rod Flag, DJ Smith, a couple others. But I think everyone kind of realized, hey, we're tired of it. Some of us got a fantasy draft to make after this as well. And there goes Nathan Barrows, potentially off the nose of Dean Clavitt. He saves it. We
How
stay
you
green.
be back there wrecking for 20th? Stop it.
And that's actually going to break up this pack even more. So it's now a top 16. Drew Jawal, 1.8 seconds back. DeMerchant hell-bent on not losing the lead draft with under 10 laps to go. Going to try and 2-car tandem their way back into it.
We're going to have some big blocks to the front. Parker White sideways. Zielinski was a little
Minter's
sideways.
ahead by himself. 3 car links. This could get
that
ugly.
Can't be good.
Parker White,
They might-
he's going to check up for him. Eventually get into him. Jurgensmeyer, the rookie, second career start, 4th in line on the inside. Wesley Parker up into the wall. He was heavily damaged earlier in this race, but he's in the lead pack, coming to 7 laps to go. And just like that, all the racing, as you can say, they're back in the lead pack, and never mind, yellow is out. I was literally just getting ready to say Drew and Seth the Merchant with all the problems after that. Judd King. I was gonna say Drew Juwan and Seth the Merchant took all the scrambling the lead pack did, got themselves back into it, just like that, out of it. Drew towing to pit road. Your 10th caution of the evening. It's just getting really aggressive with the pushes inside of 10 laps to go. And they're flying through the field. But actually, I think DeMerchant involved, but I don't think it was not off the bumper of DeMerchant. It was Wesley Parker and Jacob Roth underneath them, 3 wide. Looks like it just wasn't connected on the inside, and there they go. Let's take a look at from Roth's angle. Looks like this push right there, a little bit off center to the right, just gets that 27 up the hill. The tiniest bit of net code. And then the tiniest bit of net code, I mean, they end up connecting anyways, mere seconds later to Merchant. Nowhere to go. And then poor Judd King. Not sure what happened here late. He thinks he's just going to stay up there. And I guess he's rolling down the hill. I don't know. I'm assuming that Judd King thinks he's just going to keep it up on the wall. And also, Let's see here. To his defense, he cannot just cut down. So you gotta. There's context here. He can't. I mean, I don't know why he's going up. He's coming down. Drew's rolling down the hill. He's got a car underneath him. I mean, he just wipes out Milano if he takes the left. So, I don't know. A little bit of context. It doesn't look good, but you probably should slam on the brakes. I don't know. I mean, at this point, neither can he. You're rolling down the track. I mean, I get it. You literally can't do anything, but if he just hooks left, he wrecks somebody else. I don't know. It's very unlucky. It's his first career start as a RODDCAR rookie, so I don't know. Give him some grace. Got a wrecked race car at the end of it. He won't be competing. I think it's okay. I don't know. So let's see here. It looks like obviously Drew Joie going to be the big loser in that. Done. Lengthy service still for repairs. Milano back out. There should be 1 lap down. Travis Brown, lengthy repairs. A little bit of saving fuel going on from the guys that are committed to not pitting again. That would be the guys that pitted on laps 60 and 61. They do not want to see this go into overtime. Guys that pitted on 65 or after, I'd love to see us max out the overtime possibilities. So at this point, Milano is 1 lap down. Jacob Dunn, I don't know how this happened, but he didn't go from 3 to 2. So I think he's still 3 laps down. Or is he 2 down? It looks like we've lost Ryan Doucette in all of this. So actually our first retirement there. Or no, Dunn is 2 down. Okay. Never mind. Looks like we've also lost Drew Joie and Travis Brown with that most recent caution. Finally, some retirements. Attrition finally claims a couple of cars. Merchant coming back out, involved in that most recent caution. Tucker Minter looking to win that caution in the bank contract. Zielinski right there as well. Cozy still middle of the pack into Merchant. Last car on the lead lap. And here we go. 4 laps to go. 29 cars on the lead lap. Everything to play for. Pace car is off. Tucker Minter, the control car, and will the Merchant finally execute it like we've been begging somebody to? Yeah! No! Oh! Come on! Somebody do it! Please! Oh, one day, somebody's just gonna do it. It was
It's gonna be
timed
Mo Perry one day.
perfectly again, but we don't get to see the Kyle Busch.
Cowards.
Oh, all right. Go to 3 laps to go. Who's winning this sucker? Here we go. We're about to find out. Back straightaway. 5-car breakaway. 4-car lengths. 95.00. Nearly trouble just behind them. It still could be, and it's going to be there's no way. There is no shot. There they go.
That's
They're
AJ
still
Green
wrecking.
Bean.
There it is. Big hit for Corey Henry. Yellow is out. They took forever to wreck. Still wrecking. Still wrecking. The 11th caution of the night.
Man's got the toes out.
Got the pinky toe raised in the air. Rough one tonight for the fellas. It happens, I guess. I don't know. Not every week can be perfect. And here we go. I mean, that took forever to finally get to it. Happens with AJ Green, I believe, or it starts somewhere around here. And actually, it starts with Tiller, Gary, and Mo Perry. They're all disconnected. And then Maggio, I think, hits the apron with DK. The inside line checks up. Cozy to the back of AJ Green, who gets him to Delph. Full wide up the hill. Beating and banging, literally just hitting each other all over the place. Mo into Delph, and there they go. Finally. And this actually would have even brought out in the wreck. It is the Corey Henry incident. A little bit up the track, where these guys finally get together, beating and banging off the wall. They finally spin it around. Rod Flag comes down and then hooks Jay Riot. Oh, that's a big hit for Rod. Barrows, Scott Warren, Oates, Milano, Jay Riot. And poor Milano, he was one lap down and got in it. Jacob Dunn will now be one lap down. Somehow has a shot at this thing. Who is out of it, we don't know yet. Milano, Oates, Warren, maybe Rod Flag took the fast repair, but we'll see who's claimed from that one. So this will take us over into the first attempt at RODDCAR overtime as well. Anyone's new here, what that means, line them up for a green-white checkered attempt. If they make it back to the white, the race is official. First man back wins. If they wreck on the first two attempts before getting back to the white, we re-rack them. And then on the third and final attempt, if they wreck before the white, it does not matter. We are racing back under green flag conditions. All penalties will be reviewed manually, finishing order set manually. We will finish under green, no matter what.
Gonna have to tell these boys they have about 40 minutes till the draft.
Looks like we lost Zachary Milano from that. I hate it for him. He was trying to do an improbable comeback from 3 laps down to get back on the lead lap. Jacob Dunn is almost there from 4 laps down. Looked like he was well and truly going to be resigned to 34th here tonight, but at a bare minimum picks up 4 spots for something. Or still on. I mean, at this point, you got to get as much damage. I mean, you got what you got. If you got no fast repair, you just got to fix as many seconds of damage as possible. So we'll see what happens. 3 attempts. Can they get it done in the first one? Here we go. Lights are off on top of the pace car. Just finished lap 80. Tucker Minter, not your winner at the scheduled distance.
I love Dean asking if that wreck was on him.
Just airing the man's business.
He wants to know. Man just doesn't want the penalty points.
So in the top 10, that would be a good storyline. Michael P. Frisch has been so close so many times already this season. We got your caution the bank contenders, Minter, Zielinski, last season champion Parker White, the runner-up to last season Falkingham, Tiller trying to break a winless streak of 109, 110th career start here tonight. Jurgensmeyer, his second ever RODDCAR start. Stephen Maggio, tonight his 13th start. We'll see if anyone in the top 10 can get it done, or will it come from outside the top 10? Ryan Oates has won here before. Rod Flag trying to break a long winless streak. He's had some chances this season. Cozy in 13th, caution the bank contender. DeMerchant in 17th. I picked to win, so. It will be 29 cars on the lead lap. Jacob Dunn in 30th, 1 lap down. Milano 31st, Doucette 32nd, Travis Brown 33rd, Drew Joie 34th out of the race. So here we go. First attempt at RODDCAR overtime. Tucker Minner gets us underway. Great restart. He'll drop down in front of Hill and Zielinski. Frisch will have some work to do. He's already side drafting hard, waiting for Parker White to get to his back bumper. Not up to speed with the pack. Corey Henry looks like he's dropping out of it as well with still heavily damaged vehicles. And here comes Cozy
Caution
with Delph, and already
Mendez is backwards.
And that brings Jacob Dunn back onto the lead lap, incredibly. From 4 laps down past halfway, he gets back on the lead lap, and Mendez will still be good. So we'll have 30 cars with a shot at this thing on the second attempt at overtime. But why does this happen?
Little too close for comfort back there, I believe, was Seth the Merchant.
Yeah, So he immediately forces the issue. I mean, he just sticks his nose right in there. Before they're up to speed, the Merchant goes up, coming back down. Jacob Roth and Mendez going up. Around they go. The Merchant, a big lick there. DJ Smith, I think, with a glancing blow, but Mendez, the big loser. The Merchant, not. I think the right front might be all broken, so that could. I know he's been in a couple things tonight. That might be problems for your caution in the bank contender. Jacob Dunn from 4 laps down will be back on the lead lap when we go around again. Guys at the front starting to get a little concerned on fuel. It's 20 to 24-ish. I know we have had a loss in a lot of caution laps, but 60, now we're at 82, and we're not done yet. On the apron, saving fuel. The first man that pitted on lap 65 in terms of track position, not that it means so much, is Falkingham. And then Maggio, Cozy, Dean Clavitt, Jacob Roth, Spencer pitted on lap 74. He's great. Barrow 79, Judd King 74. So they would all love to see, in this situation, they take the green flag. They get all the way out of turn 4 under, at speed. Waste as much fuel as possible on the green flag lap. Right before they get to the white, caution comes out. Waste as much fuel as possible. You hear there's some of these guys are shutting the car off, so they are asking questions about it if they get to a third. Even Harry Tiller at lap 61, that extra lap's going to do wonders for him compared to the top 5 that pitted on 60. Let's show you what we mean here. See the pit laps of everybody. Lap 60 guys are really concerned. Lap 61, one extra lap, probably, still is probably the same amount of concern. Lap 65, you're golden. And then everywhere, under the most recent ones, not a thing to worry about. Lap cars, stragglers trying to get organized, but second attempt right now is still Tucker DeMinter, Zielinski, Cozy, and then DeMerchant for the caution in the bank contract. DeMerchant has been on pit road for 3 minutes, and I believe is now a lap down, actually, so he is out of it at this rate. Because he might be going a second lap down here. And yeah, that'll do it. So make it a 3-way race. And that's it for Seth the Merchant. Lights are off on top of the pace car. I did notice some sparks probably in that right front when he got pushed up into the wall from Mendez. So that gives us 29 cars on the lead lap. Let's go talk to Jacob Dunn real quick, because I just want to give him a shout out. Back here with Jacob Dunn, you were 4 laps down past halfway. You're now on the lead lap. Car's not 100%, but was looking a lot better than what, right around halfway would have ended up being. So just want power of perseverance right there.
Man, for the record, it was 5.
Oh,
but
it's 5.
Yeah, 5 laps down, about 15 minutes of damage, and here we are.
Yep. Well, go get him on his last 2 attempts. Good luck.
Oh yeah, man, we'll try.
He's 5 laps down, actually. And he's just trying to lock himself in, so if he, picks up 10 spots, finishes 15th, that's a good point stay for him, trying to get back into the top 25 in points. Second attempt at overtime. It's Tucker, Minter, Hill, 1, 2, Frisch, Zielinski, White, Falkingham, Tiller, Jurgensmeyer, Gary, and Maggio, your top 10.
Can it be our last?
Our 11th caution of the night. Will there be 12?
Just gonna have that Brock Beard picture. That didn't need to be a caution.
29 cars on the lead lap. They all got a shot to win it. Scott Warren catches the field. Tucker Binter through the Geico restart zone, and we barely made it to the line before we were door banging in sideways. But they're underway.
Just gotta make it 1 lap.
And they're not even fully up to speed until the back straightaway anyways, but that didn't stop them. On the first attempt, we got Minter, Hill, Zielinski. That's the trio they want.
Checking up on the inside line. Tyler Gary gonna go middle.
Frisch leading that low line with Parker White and Falkingham. Top line, Minter, Hill, Zielinski, Jurgensmeyer. What can he do? What can Maggio do? What can Cozy do as they work through 3 and 4? 00 drops that line. That was not the move coming to 1 to go.
No, 00 is gonna block. Ooh, he was able to.
Got some movement. They wrecked him going around, and that's gonna be caution. That's exactly what some of these guys did not want to see. I described that scenario perfectly. Coming out of 4 to the line, they are in big fuel conservation mode now. Like you said, Delph going around. So he just gets hooked from the onboard. Dean Clabbett, a big wreck there. Uh-oh. Oh, and then Scott Warren just annihilates Dean Clabbett there. And then a little bit later, Jacob Dunn. And DK. Let's see here. Dean's on some penalty points now.
I think he might be,
So here we go. I like you, Dean, but let's take a look here. Oh, I think Delph just moves back up a little bit, though, doesn't he? From that view, I think he just comes up. Like, for whatever reason, I think Cozy and... Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one. Someone's going to be unhappy either way. So that's the caution, by the way.
I'm thankful it's not my call.
I think it's a racing incident. I don't think Rod takes our opinion into account. And then Scott Warren, I mean, it happens right in front of him. What are you going to do? I mean, look, in real time, what do? You see smoke? Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Good night. Curtains. And then poor Jacob Dunn. I just said go get him. You know, you're back 5 laps down. It's just not his night because he actually is able to avoid this somehow. I mean, he has to make that move down. And he barrows. And Oates gets KO'd there as well. I didn't actually see that, but Oates definitely gets a piece of this. And then back to Jacob Dunn, who had to make this move, gets into DK. Hooks DK back up the track. They both go big collision. Both of them, and the right front is off for Jacob Dunn. And that's it. I mean, that's just so tough. Nothing they could have done there. So it's 12 cautions. That's the final tally. There will not be another one. The third attempt at RODDCAR overtime. That's it. We will finish under green flag conditions. If you are Daniel Falkingham, you put it at lap 65. You're feeling pretty good about your chances. Let's go on board with pretty much everybody else. Saving fuel, saving fuel, saving fuel, saving fuel, saving fuel. Walkingham doesn't need to. Tiller shutting the car off. Maggio is good. Cozy good. Your top 5 are sweating it severely. They last pitted on lap 60. It is now lap 88.
They're fine. We're all fine.
We get very close when we do this. No, we had, 0.3 across the line, but this will be 28 laps over 29. The green flag, 30-ish laps on a tank with granted, a lot of cautions, but you're aggressively saving for a reason. And you're not going to give up the lead on the final restart of the night, so, you're just going to, like that Nashville race a couple of weeks ago, you're just going to run it out at this point.
I'll tell you, we can all die.
Listen, I almost press on the loud pedal. If it don't go, well, that's just too dang bad for everyone behind me.
Yeah, it's no longer my problem. I can't do anything about it at that point.
I am out of fuel. You guys avoid me. I'm not going anywhere. Y'all can get around me.
I tried my best. Car ain't going. No.
Yeah. And what'll be more chaotic, honestly, if they don't go on the restart, that'll be slow speed incidents. It'll be whatever, everyone bouncing off each other. What's going to be crazy if you're pushing, coming out of 4, going into 3, 199 miles an hour, 200 miles an hour, and then you just slowly start to sputter, and the guy behind you doesn't realize it and just spins you out in front of the field.
And then it's just everybody.
Then it's everybody's problem. Because the guy that's running out of fuel, too, he's going to get turned, and he can't finish the race because he's not going to be able to get wrecked. So here we go. Drivers highlighted in yellow. DeMerchant out of it. It is Cozy versus Zielinski and Minter, highest finisher. That gets the caution in the bank contract. Not only that, but the race win itself was on the line. Anyone else besides them can win it. There is 28 on the lead lap. We're about to find out. Final attempt at RODDCAR overtime. James Mendez's car is a bucket of bolts. So we'll see what happens. Who's got a race car under them? Who accelerates on the final restart of the night? Looks like everybody. Rod Flag is smoking. James Mendez is sparking. But up front, Chris Hill and Frisch, they're good. Gary to the middle with Wesley Parker, who was destroyed at one point in this race. How much help will they get? I think we got
looking at my pick to win.
Off track way in the back, it doesn't matter. Cozy, my pick to win in 9th. Can he steal it? Got some fierce competition ahead of him. Guys trying to break winless streaks and some of the best on the service. Coming out of 4, it does not matter what happens. We will finish under green. Looks like they'll do it the natural way anyways. So less work for Rod. White flag in the air. Chris Hill leads. 1 to go. Frisch pushing Hill. Zielinski pushing Minter. Here comes Cozy and Tiller and Parker White. Through 1 and 2 high lines. Looks more hooked up and connected. But that could cause some issues if there's a checkup. Down the back straightaway for the final time. The side draft in effect. Outside line still more put together. Tiller not helping Zielinski or Minter. It's Frisch and Hill. Frisch makes the move. They get separated. That's going to allow an opportunity for everybody else behind him. It's going to be Hill from White. Huge crash in the back. Hill has no help, but it comes up to block. Parker White makes the move. He's going to spin Hill at the line as Parker White will wait for review. And who gets the caution in the bank? It's Bobby Zielinski in 14th. Incredibly. All the way back in 14th was all he needed. Back this one up. We'll have a review here. We unofficially, Parker White, your winner. So here you go. Frisch makes the move into 4. Nobody goes with him. Falkingham dead sideways off the bumper. Amaggio, Jurgensmeyer, I think... Oh, there's just problems everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Let's start with the race for the win. Here comes Parker White with Falkingham. Hill is way out in front. Coming up to block the huge run. Parker White goes down and they meet. Sends him through the grass. Falkingham a little bit below the line. We'll see who gets it. Hill ends up 3rd. Could be, I don't know. Maggio 4th. And then Jurgensmeyer into Frisch. But look at Zielinski on Minter shoving everybody in there. And then it's eventually Jurgensmeyer off of Wesley Parker down into the field. Caution in the bank. Zielinski with a broken car. Minter spinning out of the equation. And these two right here side by side for the caution of the bank. And it's Cozy getting turned and Zielinski gonna take it across the line with a destroyed race car. Hill upside down in 3rd. Tyler Gary led the most laps tonight, ends up 25th. Comes up and hooks himself off Dean Clabbett. Dean, that's absolutely not your fault. That was just hooked himself there. And then all chaos in front of the lead packs. Everyone just trying to get positions.
Oh, Rod also wanted to be the one to announce or present the caution in the bank.
Ah.
He'll still do it.
Yeah, he can still present it, but...
Still waiting on,
we got to figure out who the winner is, because I don't know if that's going to be looked at as Parker White rectum, or...
Like, in
my
opinion,
bad enough block? I mean, because he makes the move, but
he makes... Christopher M. Hill, he comes back down. His steering wheel is pointed left.
Yeah, at this point, right here, we'll walk you through it. Right here, he's turning back to the left before contact is made. So I think it's Parker White's. I think.
Same.
He'll still take it. Your season 32 champion. First win of season 33.
But we're also not Rod. We don't have that authority.
We'll see what he makes. I mean, because there was contact. You could argue that Parker White should have... I mean, he had the momentum. Do you just take it all the way down to the yellow? And I don't know. I don't think Falkingham there's anything there.
11 block, 95 wins.
Parker White to victory lane. First one of season 33. His 12th career win. Walkingham second, and I don't know if it's the block that sends him to the end of draft, or if it just, does he still get the podium for Chris Hill? I'm not sure.
That is a good question.
Is it blocking under the rules? You know, you get penalized to the end of draft, but
Love the Harry Tiller missile there. Just at the end.
I mean, you're going for a win, so I understand the move, by the way. It's not a move that I myself would have probably made.
When you have our race winners, well, first and second, I want to go ahead and get those finished up while, oh, Hill's still going to be P3.
Hill gets P3. Alrighty, so there it is. So let's go ahead and get your race winner in here. Here with Parker White, your race winner here tonight, your season 32 champion, first win of season 33. Already a strong season for you, but finally getting to victory lane in a wild one. Walk me through that final restart.
Yeah, that final restart was definitely something. I didn't think I would be in a good spot there. I had both my teammates starting the outside, and I was down there either behind Chris and Bobby. I know it's behind Bobby. It might have been Tucker, but we were able to get the line going pretty well, and I was just trying to find a way to get up, and eventually I was able to get up in front of Dan there. So I just tried to push Frisch as much as I could. He tried to go low on Chris into 3, and I think Chris blocked him and got them all out of shape. Then on the front stretch, I went low, and just the trajectory that Chris was going, I thought he would be higher, but as soon as I went low, just naturally he tried to block it, and then I think we just kind of came together there. But yeah, I probably could have gone a bit lower there, just looking at the replay. When I turned left, I probably could have kept going left longer, but yeah, just to be in a position to win like that feels very good. With this Gen 6 season, Altus has definitely really got the field in their hands, so to be able to actually get a win feels very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys have been the Coke drivers dominate again. They sweep the podium. You guys are putting on a show this season. And yeah, like you said, Chris blocking the run from Frisch got him just a little bit far out in front, and you and Falkingham had the momentum coming off 4, and time and time again, you do not want to be the leader off of 4. Kind of left him like a sitting duck, especially in this case because you guys are pretty much hooked up, 2-car tandeming, and had the momentum. He made the move and just didn't have anywhere to go, and you get the first win of the season, your 12th career win here tonight at Daytona.
Yeah, start of the season hasn't been really what I wanted. I think I'm like 7th points now, so this is definitely going to help.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the first win of the season, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Yeah, of course, as always, thank you, Rod, for the league every Friday night. Thank you guys at Wedge Media for broadcasts. Thank you, North Source Racing and Williams Esports.
Absolutely. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Here with Daniel Falkingham, looked like pretty much a carbon copy of Season 32. You and Parker White dueling it out to the line. What did you see on that final restart and coming out turn number 4?
Yeah, the restarts at the end were crazy because like all the Altanda boys working together. Then you had me, Fresh, and Parker all working together, trying to like figure out how to like just outfox one of these restarts. But thankfully, everything kind of just fell in our lap there. Like they were trying to block the middle, down the back. They got taken 3 wide, and then Chris was left on his own to fight for himself. Fresh went for a move, and then Parker, he stayed up top. My best bet was just to follow Parker, just to stay with the momentum. I almost got wrecked in the middle of turn 4, come to the line there by, I believe it was the 19, but the 19 was getting shoved from behind him.
And you had a heck of a save to even get to second.
Oh yeah, we were hanging on to that thing. I was not lifting, and we hung on to her coming through turn 4. And then Maggio got to my outside. I didn't even realize he got to my outside. We got a little bit together, but I kind of killed his momentum by giving him a little door right there. And then the next thing I know, I see them all crashing in front of me, and I thought that was our chance right there to win. But unfortunately, I just didn't have enough to the line. I was hoping, before looking at the replay, I was hoping it was Parker that wrecked him, so I could get the win. But that was just a block. That was first block and go for the win. But yeah, that was nuts there. I'm surprised Chris actually still got 3rd out of that. I guess he had a nutty save through the infield right there. But
yeah, still happy.
Yeah, he did. But no, I'm happy with P2. It's been I think it's our first podium of the year. So haven't had a good first couple of races, and I know the point system's different. We just gotta be like top 5 in points or whatever to be in the playoffs with the whole playoff thing going on. But feels good to run well. Feels good to get some good finishes when you're not part of the calamity and stuff. I know I was in plenty of calamity tonight. I think I had a total of 2.5 minutes of damage at the end of the race from all the calamity I got caught up in with. I think I got into the back of Harry,
And we had Linson right there where I got torn up pretty good, but we got it all fixed up. Didn't have to use my fast repair. We came up and finished second. But it's definitely these Gen 6 races are wild, man. They are crazy.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the solid finish, and we'll just get you shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting. Thanks to Rod for all he does. Thanks to everyone who races each and every week. We love coming out running on Friday nights. Whether it's good or bad, I always love coming out racing. And yeah, thanks to everyone who watched as well, and thank you everybody.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on second place, and we'll see you next week.
All right, we'll see you then.
Here with your third place driver tonight. He's not in the shot. He is all the way down nearly at pit road entry. Chris Hill, keeping with the trend, you really don't want to be the leader off turn 4 in these Gen 6 races. That's where you found yourself tonight and ended up P3. Talk me through that final restart and the moves that you were trying to make.
Yeah, I was hoping one of my teammates would have got clear on the bottom, so I tried shading everybody a little higher to get away from the side draft, and well, they never got clear, so it just ended up me versus like 4 NFR cars the last lap. So I don't know. I threw one on Frisch into 3, and I mean, you only get away with so many blocks with the runs in this car, so I wasn't able to get in front of Parker square enough on that last one, so it just kind of sent me off in there.
Yeah, not for a lack of trying, though. You blocked Frisch and came back up. You got a little bit just too far out in front. They had the momentum, and nearly it worked. Just a little sideways there at the end, and still able, with how far down in the grass you were, to still finish P3 at the end of this. So still a solid points night.
I can't complain. It was a fun race.
Absolutely. But congratulations on a podium finish, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Nope. Thanks for Rod for putting on the league and you guys for broadcasting. It's fun.
Appreciate the kind words, and see you next week.
See you.
Alrighty, we got Rod Flag here for an announcement.
Yeah, so it sounds like we've had what five races start out season 33. For the first time in our league, we've done something special where we kind of incorporated a little WWE thing that we thought we could turn into a really fun thing for our playoff season, where we've incorporated the caution in the bank contract. Bobby Zielinski did win a race in season 33, which or it's in the beginning part of season 33 when we won at Daytona or Legacy Daytona a couple weeks ago, and that made him eligible. And believe it or not, he was the highest finishing driver of the 4 here tonight. So Bobby Zielinski will have the caution in the bank contract. Essentially what that means is at any point over the next almost year, again until next year when we do this again, he will be able to essentially declare a caution at any point, get 4 freshies, full tank of fuel, and put himself in position 1. And it's up to him when he decides that he wants to use that. And again, I'll give him a little more rules to as far as the what I'm looking for if he is declaring that. But congratulations to Bobby Zielinski on the caution in the bank contract.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want me to talk, but we're gonna make some memes happen. I'm gonna piss somebody off with this thing.
Yeah, you could literally use it whenever. Yeah, you and Cozy were beating and banging for it, broken cars and all coming to the line. You're both in the grass, and you get them by maybe.
It could literally be lap 99 of the finale of 4 to 400. You're running P20. You still got a fast repair. Like, nope, we're going to overtime. Like it's literally that.
Yep, I can't wait.
It's definitely something you want to have in your back pocket, and that's what you have. And excited to see how it gets used, the strategy behind it. I mean, yeah, you guys were both wrecking. Literally all 3 of you guys left. Minter spun off your front bumper. Cozy got hit up and beat and banging, and you get it done. Didn't think 14th would get it done, but it did here tonight. So congratulations, Bobby Zielinski.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be just between Tucker and I, and then we had a generationally terrible just run there, 2 to go, and lost all our positions and then got in a big wreck. And I just kept my foot pin there, and I mean, Cozy was there, and I was wrecking, and he got wrecked more than me, and it was really ugly. But hopefully I can make this thing caution the bank. Obviously help me, but just be entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations. First ever Caution in the Bank winner. And we'll see. It'll be anytime.
Oh.
So,
But before he leaves, who you taking number 1 overall?
Like, you have to take McCaffrey, right? It sucks, but like,
Dang it!
I don't like it. I don't want to, but I
man.
have to.
All right. Well, that's in 8 minutes. RODDCAR / YJ fantasy football draft. We're going to go do that. And college football starts tomorrow. Congratulations again, Bobby. Congratulations to Parker White on the win. And yeah, we'll see y'all next Friday night, 9-ish. Y'all take care.